Oh, Rob. This is gonna be the evil one. Hello, people that are tuning in. How's it all going? Well, time for another cooked week of power rankings. I'm glad no teams collapsed this week. Let me turn the music just a tad bit. I'm glad no one collapsed this week. That's a a good start. I cannot get my overlays in check. Dude, what the fuck's with 9PZ? Jesus fucking Christ. We're gonna do we're gonna do this a little bit differently than the other ones. Once I get to it, and I'll tell you kind of when that is. So without further ado, obviously TPO Lite, I have not changed a single thing because I don't know what's going on. I don't pay attention, but I'm gonna pay attention now as playoffs for TPL, and I think I'm also looking at Winter War League. If I would have to rate a team right now, it would probably be 34th, just because they've been more active. We are obviously coming towards the end of TPL and Summit, so the rankings are going to be pretty much fucked because I think it's the same for teams. Jesus Christ, Doc. I think it's the same for teams that are in the top 4 for both TPL and Summit for the semifinals. So obviously it's whoever wins both those leagues will probably be 1 and 2 for the most part, unless one team wins or whatever. But yeah, TPL Lite, that's what it has. I start off with 12. I still have 9 May. I'm still gonna have 101A. I'm still gonna have Lep. I'm still gonna have Lep in that discussion as well. Even though both those teams lost, I have to look at 101A. I just have been too fucking busy with stuff. I do need to look at WRTB. I just need to watch more games, to be completely honest with you. I've been way too busy with work and stuff. And then I'll just release the top 4 as well. Nothing has changed with the top 4 whatsoever. I have those teams. The only really games that they've played, did 6 play? Yeah, 6 played 3-5, and they actually won 3-2 on Kharkov. Legion, I think, only played Berserk this week, winning 5-0 in 20 minutes. If you saw that meme, that was an interesting game. Curse Knight. Taco beating 21st. I forget what that map was on. And then HLE surprisingly beating Rofs with, maybe they're not their A team roster, but now it becomes the controversial middle, as we like to call it. This is where it gets really fucked up, and we're gonna do something a little bit different. I am not placing any of these teams in their respective spots just quite yet. I'm gonna see. Let's have you guys decide where 3-5, Merc, Rofs, Envision, and Exodus all go. I feel like all those teams are deserving of 5 through 9. Just where do you think they go? You can just list them all in the chat if you guys really want to. If you're even watching me, if I'm talking to myself, well, that kind of sucks, to be completely honest with you. But just some notes from each of these teams from this week, or within the past week. Rofs, obviously they lost to HLE 3-2 on Carentan. Pretty fun match, just because mid-cap was capped 5 times, I believe. And then Rofs, at the end, almost pulling out magic out of their hat. Just quite not enough to get the job done. Merc, unfortunately, had to forfeit against Taco. They just didn't have the player numbers and the eligible players for that match, so they unfortunately did lose that. But then I think they played Lep and won 5-0. And then Envision and Exodus. Yeah, Exodus. The last time they played, to my knowledge, was last Wednesday in a friendly. So that's where I have that. So like the problem with those like Exodus and Envision, like the problem with these two teams is they're not gonna play unless it's like a scrim or a friendly for until next season, essentially. so it's going to be kind of hard to rank them. The same goes with all these teams, but with how recent they played each other, I feel like it's just hard to rank them, to be completely honest with you, just because like none of these teams will play again. It's just the top 4 teams in the, you know, I guess major tournaments that we have. Obviously there's Winter War League and what's it called, Exodus play. Yeah, who did Exodus play tonight? I totally forgot they had a scrim, but like who the fuck scrims on a Friday? SAP. That's a TPL light team. I'm surprised. Good for SAP for getting, I guess, was it 49v49? Was Exodus and SAP 49v49? 35v35. I mean, that kind of counts for something, because I know LGN and Rofs, they've played 35v35 before, so they're fun. From what I heard, they're like fun to play in, especially with like 2 competitive teams. But what was the map, and how much time was that achieved? Was the 5-0 achieved in? Who the fuck is... Who's cooking me? I'm just gonna say EXO. I need to know this. This will affect the rankings. Omaha, 75 minutes. EXO allies. Okay. What was mid? Mac, it is 35v35, so it's... I need to know mid, because this will figure out my rankings more. Mid was mid. Whatever. Okay, so Vireville. Okay. Okay. So that kind of explains why I was 75. I mean, it's Omaha. It's going to be 75 minutes for the most part, in my opinion. But, so Mac thinks this is Mac's list. This is not mine. So fucking take it with a grain of salt. Where's Merc? Oh, he has Merc. So this is Mac's list. Honestly, I kind of agree with this. I want to give... I will say, though, like, 1 through 2 is... They are very close. And I feel like 6 and HLE can go toe-to-toe like Rofs and HLE did. You can throw Rofs with the 6th as well. I think they can... All 3 of those teams can go toe-to-toe with each other. Obviously, we need to see Envision play more people. I mean, or 8th. But that's not a bad list, because like I do have to give 3-5 credit. They did go 3-2 against 6th, who is 3rd on this list, and then Rofs going 3-2 against HLE. And I told you guys HLE was still going to be a good team. Like obviously this is all subject to change over the course of like the next season. Like it just happens to be that this season, I feel like it's just a wash, to be honest, for both leagues, especially TPL. TPL, there's so many dropouts. Honestly, at the same, like, I agree with you, Rum. It's a belt change for us. I mean, it was a change for a lot of teams if you really think about it. LGN basically getting kicked to the curb from 7th from the most part. HLE is obviously going to go through a change. Don't know what's going to happen with them in the future, especially with the rule changes too. Like a lot of us have to adapt and stuff like that, so it's definitely a lot more different. If I had to make this list, it would honestly be Rofs at 5. I feel like I've been underrating them, to be completely honest. I think that loss from 3-5 just sucked a lot more than what I'm making it out to be. But, you know, 3-5 did get 5-0'd by HLE. Granted, it was on Omaha, and once you get pushed back to your beach, like, you're just gonna lose that. It's very hard to get off the beach. Like, that's the last time I seen 3-5 play. I casted that match as well. So with the like that, like, I feel like some people are overblowing that loss. Like, yeah, it's a loss is a loss, but and I feel like Envision and Merc have to play again, to be honest. It's hard to rank those two teams, but if I do have to say a team, I also just threw Exodus up there just because they're basically all first, but I have to penalize you guys for not having 49 yet in a game. I'm sorry, that's just how it has to be. But at the same time, it's like you guys are still like going through the motions of stuff, so I don't want to penalize you guys too much, but I'm gonna have to I'm gonna put Envision at 6. This is gonna basically be max list. I'm gonna put Envision at 6 just because they did beat Merc, and I feel like Merc is also going through a change. They did get some players back from HLE, so yeah. Now is the time where I might make some bad takes, and I don't give a fuck. We're introducing a new team. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that. I don't even know what teams are what anymore. I hear there's more dropouts and stuff from leaks, but you know, that's all fun. You guys can call me, by the way, at 101 the loose with Awake and stuff like that. Because I feel like 3-5 and Exodus would be a fun game to watch, to be completely honest with you guys. Just because of 3-5's performance against Aussie teams, I think lately they've been performing well. I mean, granted, the one against 6 was on Kharkov, but they did beat Rofs like less than a month ago, I think, at this point. Oh, we only have 35 tonight because that's what SAP wanted, FYI. Okay. Aren't they a Brazilian team? SAP? I think we did a TPL like cast of that. You think... So this is what Rum thinks. Rum thinks this. This is Rum's list. This is Rum. Yeah, what Raging Blue said, like the purpose of this top 12 is for the, you know, the full matches where it's 49v49 / 50v50. It's gonna be 49v49 soon in basically all the leagues with admin cam, and just the rule sets too. So like we have to at some point see Exodus with a full 49 team without fill-ins. I mean, I will take the LGN game as, like, I guess their first... I mean, technically the SAP is their first, you know, solo win. But, you know, you'd still have to take into account that LGN was not in tanks that game, and they dominated the armor fight. Whether that would have been with, you know, the LGN, like, AT also contributing to that, which, you know, they probably could have, or they did. But at the same time, it's like the tank v tank engagements was... After the first heavy tank, that was basically all in Exodus's favor. So 14 LGN fill-ins is a lot. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, people just need to get better at the game. I mean, that's kind of the end of the story. I'm not trying to throw shade at anybody, but, like, you know, unless you're like a TPL light team and you get some fill-ins from one of the top teams, you just need to get better at the game. This is why I retired, because I'm pretty mid right now. I'm still mid. I just have a big brain. So that's Rum's list. I see, like, the problem is I don't know to rank these two teams 8 or 9. It's hard, but, like, at the same time, like, if there was like a 5 point, like a I don't know what to say it. like a 5A, 5B, I would do that. I just can't. Just because you're 5 does not mean you can, or just because you're 9 does not mean you can beat the 5 team, because, you know, if I do this, for example, you know, 3-5 still beat Rofs, and that counts, you know. But Rofs also had, you know, 2 Garys for like a half hour, which I don't know how that happens, but it happened. Like, the 3-5 Exodus debate will go down in history as one of the worst. Rank Exodus for 9 for now. Alright. And I kind of do agree with that. This is what my list is going to be. I'm going to screenshot it just to be sure. This is going to be the list for this week. Like, not only because Exodus, I haven't seen them play with a full roster yet, but also 3-5 did, you know, put up a good fight against 6th. And they had some, you know, opportunities to even win that game. And that goes the same with Rofs and HLE. I was impressed with Ross of what they were able to do against HLE on Karentan. But like I said, it's hard to rank 5 through 9. Because, like, you guys are all extremely close. I mean, you guys are also knocking on the door of 3 and 4. I just feel like Taco and LGN are ahead of everybody. Like, it's hard making these lists without pissing people off. And honestly, I don't care if I piss people off. It's all for fun anyways. Some people just get caught up too much in the rankings. Agreed, more scrims for Exodus. We know you have a team up, blah blah blah. And people are gonna wonder, why did Rops jump from 8 to 5? Well, I feel like I had to drop Exodus. I feel like I just did that for the memes last week. And last week was just chaotic anyways. I knew that one was cooked. Envision, really haven't played since the Exodus game, but then it was a coalition game, so whenever they're gonna play. Exodus font from 9th to 5th needs to be studied. I mean, you can just go back in the stream and tell you, and I say my reasons why. Again, they are just quote-unquote building, so, you know, everyone just needs some time. Like, it's after this, there's kind of no point in me doing these power rankings, just because it's just going to be basically top 4 movement, unless like 5 through 12 scrim each other. But what the fuck is that supposed to mean, Eagles? Oh my god. Also, I need Rum to be happy, so I had to rank him 5. He got mad at me last week. Oh fuck, here we go. Hello?
Hey, thanks for having me on, man. Big fan.
Oh my god, Donnie. Welcome, Donnie, to the show, I guess. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know, I'm tuning in for the first time, just wanted to see what's up.
Nothing. What do you think about my list?
I'm taking a look here.
I can share my screen if that's easier.
Nah, I got it. I think it's pretty nice. I wouldn't I'd rank Exodus a little bit higher than 9th, but
the problem is ranking basically 5 through 9 is hard as fuck to do because they're all so close, in my opinion. I just feel like I ranked Exodus 5th because it was basically all first comp roster, but I don't even know what's going on anymore with them. I mean, they just haven't put together a full 49-50, so I feel like I have to
Exodus
drop
or first?
First, I don't even know what first is doing.
Oh yeah, dude, they moved on to bigger and better things, playing in Winter War League, dude. Imagine that. Oh anyways, shit. All right, thanks for having me, man.
All right, Dunny, thank you. Well, I'm canceled. Oh my god, dude, I can't right now. What the fuck? You're so fucking funny, dude. I don't know what to say. I mean, this is the list. Try being in command chat with me. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Well, I think Dunny should be canceled. He has to get a tattoo later in the week, so that's, I guess, joke's on him. He has to get a TPL tattoo. $900 people typing. Dude, if I get all of first, oh. Trill just said, did you smoke crack before this list? LMAO. I wish. I really do wish. Trill's not happy. Yeah, I have to actually watch the the rough side of that thing. So I have to rewatch that back from Chris's point of view. But no, like it's like if all these teams could be together, they would be between 5 and 7. Like if I could do it, it would be this probably, in my personal opinion. Like it would be that, and then 101 in the A at 10. Like I feel like this is fair, in my personal opinion. Like a 6A, 6B, 7A, 7B. Like I feel like this would be fair, because I hate dropping Exodus down the 9th. Yeah, Rum, I said that like through the entirety of the game that you guys had 0 church control. Like I feel like this would have been, this is probably the perfect scenario, but you know, we live in a situation where one number means something. Yeah, I give you guys 3 more minutes to say your piece in chat, or you can call me. I don't care, but in 3 minutes, or whenever it hits 55 on the clock wherever you live, I don't know. For me, it's 8:55. For you, it could be 1:55 or 7:55. I don't care. Yeah, in 3 minutes, I am gonna be ending the stream, so you guys can talk how you want and stuff. But I'm gonna go back to where people's dreams get crushed, and I get yelled at by team reps and their own players that voice their opinions, maybe a little bit too much. Okay, question for Nonik: if you took 1 through team and PC comp, how would they fare? Well, it's hard to say, just because the controller versus the controller versus mouse, so I can't really, you can't really judge like the actual shooting ability between both of them, because the best two, like if I could just compare Taco and LGN to the best 2 PC comp teams, which is WTH and ESPT, because they have the best shooters ever on PC. But so like I really can't say that, but as far as like strategy goes, I feel like Legion can maybe compete with more than Taco can, because I feel like Taco can slightly get exposed from what they do if the other team knows it, obviously, because like a lot of people just feel like Taco just turtles, which they kind of don't. Like LGN and Taco somewhat play similarly but different. They have like a different approach to the game. Francis carried ESPT. That is 100% true. Trillium's got to get his poaching efforts up. Sweet. Okay, this might go longer than 3 minutes because I have to explain my reasoning. I like, just from strategy and I guess tank play, LGN and Taco can easily compete with the PC teams. It's just maybe like the mid to maybe breaking the high tier they can compete, but not against like the top 4, top 5, top 6. I feel like it's just hard. Like you just can't compare the two because it's 2 different games essentially. But like obviously we all play the same game, but it's hard to compare both teams. We 100% turtle. Just because, like, as far as shooting ability goes, like, the PC teams would fucking hydrogen bomb versus coughing baby, like, every team for the most part. Pearl just said after season free agent market power rankings are going to be insane. I'm curious of what that's going to be. But I don't know if I'm going to do this next week because it's, or later, just because it's just the top 4 that are playing in TPL main, and then TPL light teams will get shaken up a bit. So I guess we'll see. I'm going to give you guys, I guess, 2 more minutes to say your piece. Any questions, comments, or concerns? I know a lot of people are concerned with this list because this is atrocious and it should be burned. We do the complete opposite, I feel like. What, Turtle? WRTV. Next week, go for the memes. Oh, I should do a meme tier list of the memes from TPL and Summit. We do a meme tier list next week. I just feel like it's atrocious because you can't make everybody happy, and like I don't really care to make people happy. One more minute. I'm ending at 57. You guys got 1 minute. Actually, I'll start an actual like minute countdown on my phone. Wait, can I do a minute? Oh, I can't do a minute countdown here. Fuck. Rivalry. Ooh, that's a good one. It would be like all of you guys versus Discord mods for number 1. Aussies versus Aussies would be number 1 for sure. Hydrogen Bomb versus Coffee and Baby 2. And then 7th HLE. And then Wolf versus TPL mods. I kid, obviously, but podcast, but everyone shit talks. That was last Friday with Winter's podcast, Winters and Snow, dude. Like fucking 12 people in there was insane. You guys got 20 seconds, and I'm gonna head out, and I'm gonna hold first versus Merc. That's a good one too. All right, everybody. We are going to end the stream. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. I might do a stream on fucking Wednesday with believe it or not, LGN and 9PZ. That's gonna be the most atrocious stream probably of all time. It's gonna be a meme. It's gonna be fun, but it'll be fun. So everyone have a good night or a good morning if you are in the Aussie, or if you stayed up till midnight and you are one of the European people. I don't know. I'm gonna go to bed. It's yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.